Today I will be sharing the build that I use for the Gauntlet 6 raid. For my wizard, end up doing about 33% damage, and we had some 7-8k reserve players in the team as well. But since I had a lot of damage immunity and decent damage builds happening for me, I end up doing the most damage. And you can go check this video out. I will have that maybe in the description of this video. You can go check it out how I did the Gauntlet 6. And now let's go dive into the build real quick. First off, we go check the damage out at the dummy. That is what you guys want to see the most. So I'll go here for about 1 minute mark doing some damage. This is not the max damage build. This is a build that gives us survivability and damage at the same time, because we need that hailstone for us. So this is survivability plus damage build that I use for the Gauntlet 6. So we can go like this. You can see the damage. It is pretty good. We'll go for about a few more seconds here. I want to go for 1 minute mark. Almost done. 15 more seconds. Few more seconds, and we should be good. All right, so we are done. 1 minute, 139 million damage. Again, this is not the max damage build. This is a build that I use for survivability plus damage, and this is what I use for the Gauntlet 6. For the skills, I end up using Magic Missile, Lightning Nova, Black Hole, Ice Armor, and Disintegrate. And for the set pieces, I was using 4-piece Ritus to increase the beneficial duration. This is a must to increase the hailstone duration, and some other gems will take benefit from this as well as the skills. And then we are going for 30% attack speed increase. And then for the next 4 pieces, I end up using Banquet. You can go try the Grace here as well, but I honestly go with the Banquet of Ice. That helps me with my current gem setup, and that is the Seeping Bile take benefit from Banquet set, Rolling Consequence Fire take benefit from that, Mud Element when it ends takes benefit from the Banquet when it do bleeding, Viper Bite takes benefit from that, and then of course the Starfire Shard hit also takes benefit from that. So having that 15% damage at all time is really easy for me, and also getting the stacks of critical hit chance. So those are my set pieces: 4-piece Vitus and 4-piece Banquet. That is what I am using. For the set pieces, I am using the headpiece for Black Hole. Whenever I use a Black Hole, it increases my damage and beneficial duration. The more beneficial duration you have, the longer duration of this skill is going to be. So for me, it lasts for about 12, 13, 14, 15 seconds. So I have like 100% uptime for this thing, and you guys will be wondering how that is. So if I use a Black Hole, you guys can see 11 seconds, it's not going down, and it has 7 seconds left, and I have like 6 seconds left before the skill will be back. 1-0, it just went out, the bonus just went out, and I can use the Black Hole back. So have almost 100% uptime for damage increase right there. The chest I'm using for the Lightning Nova, whenever I use the primary attack, it also hit the enemies with a lightning strike. Really good SN, one of the best for primary skill hybrid build. And then I'm using Crystalline Shadow for Disintegrate to break the armor of the enemies, and this has a really decent damage as well. You don't need to do anything other than just click, and it will automatically hit the boss, break his armor, and do some decent damage. And I am also using Hissant Oblivion Pants for the Disintegrate. Whenever Disintegrate hit the enemy, it reduced the cooldown of the skill, and so I have 100% uptime for the disintegrate. The laser stays up at all times. And for the first main hand, I am using the one that Magic Missile explode every 3 hit, dealing 18,000 damage to surrounding enemies. Damage is increased by 90% thanks to a vacant slot. So I'm using the main hand for the Magic Missile. Every 3 hit, it will do some explosion damage. And the second main hand is for the Lightning Nova again. Whenever I use Lightning Nova, it increased my attack speed by 30%, and thanks to having more beneficial duration on my gear, I can have this 4.8 second to close to like 7-8 seconds. And then for our first offhand, using Blaster Cast here, giving us 2 additional missiles for the magic missile. And then at the end, I am using Hailstone to get some immunity crystal here. Ice Armor now protect you with 6 charges of damage immunity that also chill nearby enemies when they attack you, and Ice Armor cooldown is reduced by 7.2%. Other than all this, I will suggest you stacking up the lashed. For the curse gear, I have 6 pieces of lashed, and this is how my negative abilities or negative properties look. Primary damage reduce, damage to full enemies life reduce maximum size, and damage dealt to shielded enemies and continual damage reduce. I know that is a bit bad, but I can use it every 9 seconds, and it has a bleeding that also helps me with the banquet for peace, so I can like have this up at all times. And if we go below, I will suggest you guys going with the duration of beneficial effect increase on all your 8 pieces. After that, go with the skill damage and then attack speed. For the next 2 pieces, you can go with the critical hit damage if you have a lot of critical hit chance, gems plus critical hit chance on your gear. You can go with that. And if you like primary, go with primary or go with something else, whatever you like. And for the Paragon tree, I end up using the Viva, and I believe that is all. Hopefully I'm not missing anything important here to share. And yeah, that would be all. I'm signing off. See you all in the next one later, guys.